Now, the next two I'm going to pair together because, number one, they're playing against each other in the next round. And number two, we need to make the content about the Mayo final more interesting by adding in the London I'm only messing. But 3 scores from play. You understand what I'm saying there. The London Senior Football Championship final finished Fulham Irish 11 points, Tír Chonail Gaels 8 points. It was a great day for Fulham Irish as they had beaten St. Kiernan's in the reserve championship as well by 1-9 to 1-8 on the same day. So that's a double for the club. But now by winning this, they go up against the Mayo champions, Ballina Stephenites, who beat Breaffy on a whopping scoreline of 6 points to 4. In that final. So these two games, now it's Ballina going up against Fulham Irish. What did you make of the two of them?
Well, yeah, look, I know we are slagging off the Mayo, but I will put all my money on that there will not be a shock in the next round anyway, that Ballina will look a lot better against Fulham Irish anyway. And you'd like to think maybe the next round that they won't be facing the Breaffy wall again, and that I think Ballina, there is a bit of an air to it that I know both sides are probably guilty of being quite defensive, but I do think the Ballina did try to play a little bit more football than Breaffy anyway, and they definitely did have a bit more quality on the day as well. But I think there is a good side in there, and that I think they have shown that they are. Yeah, that they are a worthy winner of the Mayo Championship. If you look at their performances throughout the championship again, I think they were completely deserving them as well. They were the team in the championship, and again, it's the cliche that we're making the whole time. The finals are there to be won. They won't really care about how they won it, just that they did win it. So no, look, they'll be happy enough with that. But let's not pretend that this was a classic or anything like that as well. And I think, look, there was a lot of talk you mentioned before about the paywall as well. So there's a lot of people who are very bitter about kind of paying to watch what was probably a disappointing enough spectacle. But again, Ballina won't care, and they'll go on as well. And I do think that as the championship goes on, they'll be playing better. They'll be playing good quality teams in Connacht as well. You look at the Galway champions are always going to be good. You have Roscommon as well, teams coming through there. These are always good sides again. That the championship should open up, and we get to see a bit more Ballina's attacking play because they're well able to do it. Yeah, but it nearly was a bit of a dragged into a really tough dogfight at the weekend, and a dogfight that nobody really wants to watch.
No, that's it. And for Breaffy on one hand, surely would the likes of Aidan O'Shea and Conor O'Shea and Matthew Ruan and all those lads sitting there, would they not kind of think to themselves, God, we didn't even go for it?
Yeah, I think so.
You set up and you just hope to what? That's what me and you were talking about. They played, they didn't try and score more. They tried to concede less. And I don't know. It's a difficult game to try and root for. If that's your plan going into the rest of the championship, I do agree with you. Ballina do attack more. And, them going up against Currafin or Moy Cullen will probably be a better spectacle than if Breaffy did. Because if Breaffy had gone up against Moy Cullen or Currafin, they would have parked everyone behind the ball again. And I wouldn't personally have wanted to see that.
Yeah, no, look, and I think as it goes along, I think you'll see as well is that when you talk about, in particular, Currafin and Moy Cullen, that their style of play is more progressive. It's better to watch as well. There's a bit more balance to it as well. It's not just defensive overload as well. So I think from a Mayo GA standpoint, it's probably better for the county that Ballina are going on ahead. But look, based on that, I think the Galway champions won't.
Breaffy got 1 point from play, Luke. 1 point from play.
Yeah, and look at that. And in the first half, it was 4-1 at half time. They came back so immediately after half time, the 2 scores. They come straight out with 2 scores back to back anyway as well. And you think, Jesus, they must have got a bollocking, and that the players set up too defensively in the first half, and at half time they said, right, we're correcting this and we're coming out properly. But after that, they got back to 1 point and they went straight back into their shell and said, oh, we're kind of back in it now a little bit. We're a bit closer to them now. Let's kind of keep things tight. And just no real ambition showed at all. And look, Ballina picked off the few scores when they needed to. And yeah, look, they probably were comfortable enough, I'd say as well. So Yeah, no, look, it was very much a afraid of losing type game, and look, I think that Breaffy did seem to be the team that were far more afraid of losing than Ballina.
I agree with you. I think that's a good way of putting it. I think both sides looked scared to lose more than enthused to win. Ballina showed slightly more attacking intent, and I feel like by that they deserve the victory and seal their 37th county title. And I agree with you. No way are they going to lose to Fulham Irish, even though massive congratulations to Fulham Irish that they got that victory in the London Senior Football Championship. Now, moving on from that. So, sorry, it was the crucial point. I will give a shout out here. The crucial score was from Luke Feeney. The one when that went over, that was game over for Breaffy on that regard.